welcome to the video. So the Ha Giang Loop was one of the best experiences of my life. I absolutely loved every moment of it. It's down to the views, it's down to the people that I met on the tour, and it's just something that you cannot miss if you're in Vietnam. So this video is a complete guide to the Ha Giang Loop as a part of the tour group. So a little bit about me. I have travelled the whole of Vietnam. I started in southern Vietnam in Saigon, then I went up to Da Nang, then from Da Nang I went to Hanoi, which is probably the standard route. Now everywhere throughout Vietnam, everyone I spoke to recommended this place called Ha Giang and the Ha Giang Loop. I didn't know much about it, and so I decided, why not, as I'm there, I'm going to go for it. So I got to Hanoi, then from Hanoi I booked a VIP sleeper bus to the city of Ha Giang. The sleeper bus took about 5.5 hours. It was lovely. It was better than I was expecting. I had my own little booth. I had a nice curtain going across. Just privacy, everything that I could have wanted. Charging ports on it. Yeah, it was brilliant. The bus drops you off in Ha Giang town. The loop consists of 3 main cities. The first place that you will go to is Yen Minh, and then you go to Mio Vac, then Dua Gia. It can be done over 3 days or 4 days. So the 3-day option, you can either take a private car with an open roof, or you can take a easy rider option, which is what I do, where a local driver will drive the bike for you and you just need to sit on the back basically, or you can drive yourself. So if you drive yourself, you need to have an international driver's license, a license which allows you to drive bikes, and you need to be able to drive a semi-automatic bike as well. So the 4-day option is exactly the same as a 3-day, just obviously a bit more expensive, and you get an extra night in a hostel. These prices that I'm showing you now are from Bong Hostel, the tour that I done it with, and they're obviously checking the website before you go, because I'm sure they may change. So normally included in your package, you get a semi-automatic bike with gasoline. Insurance of the bike is included. You get nights in the hostel or homestay. Just so you're aware, you can, if you don't like sleeping in dorms, you can upgrade to private rooms at an extra cost. You get breakfast, lunches and dinners. Deal tickets are included for certain areas, including the Ha Giang Loop permit as well, and you get support on your bike as well. Support with your bike, I should say. So I got up early in the morning, I got to the reception area for Bong Hostel and had a lovely breakfast set out for everyone. It was included fruit, it had fruit juices, you can make an omelette, and then the self-riders had to do a induction. So induction, we just went out the back, and everyone who wanted to self-ride on their own went up and down the side of the riverbank, and just to make sure that you're able to ride the bikes, and she had to go for a few safety tips as well. So that was the time I saw that, and I decided to go with the easy rider option, but I wanted to film anyway, so I could sit on the back and hold my GoPro and just take the full experience in, which I'm so glad I did. It's pretty cool to say that you've done it yourself, but at the same time, it's if you really want to get the full experience, I would highly recommend just hiring an easy rider. So just take with you on the bike a small backpack with the stuff that you need to survive for 3 to 4 days. You need swimming gear, remember that as well, and mosquito repellent always comes in handy, and obviously your essentials. With your main luggage, I had a big luggage bag with me. I've got a bad back, so I can't carry my normal backpack, big backpack with a load of weight in it. So I got like a big luggage thing, and what you can do, there is actually lockers in the hostel. So just obviously got your padlock with you, put your locker in there, padlock it up, then just take exactly what you need in a separate bag, go on the bike, and obviously once you've completed the loop, you can go back there, it'll be safe and sound for you. So the highlights of tour groups are convenience, affordability, safety, and interactions with others. It's important to choose a tour operator, in my opinion, who doesn't have too many people in their group. So for example, I've heard of rumours of some tour operators having 50 to 60 people in their group. You can imagine how long that would take, just going for dinner, something like that, waiting for everyone to finish, and just the traffic, it's going to be absolutely, it's got to be, isn't it? It's got to be a nightmare. So I would definitely check the reviews before you go with any tour operator, and check their itineraries as well, just make sure it covers everything that you want them to cover. So there's lots of activities to do when you're on your tour. You visit obviously multiple viewpoints. You get breakfast, lunch and dinner. included at your hostels. The hostels are really nice actually. The two that I stayed in were, one had pool tables, one had a swimming pool, you had volleyball. It was really good fun, and the food was actually really good quality as well. Yeah, I can't complain there. And it's something you get Happy Water. So Happy Waters in the evenings, it's like an alcoholic drink that you drink. It's something they make locally. It's just basically little shots that you drink with everyone. It's good fun, and it gets the vibe going. So something else that you'll be doing as well is doing lots of hiking. So you'll be hiking to the Chinese border, which I absolutely loved. There's something called the Sky Path as well. So the Sky Path's like this walk you go along. It's got a lovely view down the side of it. I'll put it in the background now. And you walk up and there's this mountain that you climb up to the top of it. It's a bit dodgy, it's not for the faint-hearted, but it's well worth doing. If you're not afraid of heights and you're abled, I would definitely recommend going to the top of that mountain. It's pretty cool. Something else that you will do is you'll go swimming as well. So it's near the end of the tour, there's a waterfall that you hike up to and you can go swimming in it and everything. It's pretty cold, but it's a really, really good experience. So if you're planning on self-driving, as I was, I would only self-drive if you're experienced enough. So the roads can be extremely slippery and the weather can change instantly. You can be driving really, really dry, literally go up a hill and the next thing you know it's absolutely hammering with rain. And the roads are not in the best condition either. They're not very well maintained, which I'm sure you can imagine. So on our tour, we had 3 people overall self-driving. One of them was absolutely fine, obviously he's quite an experienced bike rider. Other 2 never really driven a semi-automatic bike before, and basically they both fell off. They thankfully didn't harm themselves too bad, just little grazes and stuff, but the risk was there, it could have been a lot worse. Something else if you are self-driving to be aware of, make sure you have got your international driver's license and it's got all the stamps that you need. You will be fined. People do it, they do still drive without their international driving licence, but we got pulled over within the first, say, 2 hours of the loop, and someone got fined 1.5 million. They was given like a little certificate to say they have paid it, so we got pulled over later on again and they showed the certificate, and thankfully the police let them off. They were really nice, but a lot of the times apparently the police, they don't let you off, and they will keep on fining you every single time, so you can imagine it could work out to be an extremely expensive trip if you're not careful when you're self-driving. Okay, so big question, what to take on your tour? So you want a light waterproof jacket to start off with, comfortable trousers, comfortable shorts, sturdy footwear, gloves can be good because it does get really cold when you're higher up in the mountains with your bare hands out. Obviously power bank, money, so cash. I took about 3 million just to cover it. I covered everything easily. I had a low left over after the tour as well. Make sure you withdraw your cash in Ha Giang before you leave. There's not many, obviously in the loop there's hardly, I don't think there's any ATMs that I know. I didn't see any when I was there. So, and a lot of the hostels do accept cash only. So something else to take is sun cream, bug repellent as well does help, swimming costume. Try and pack as light as possible. So just anything that fits, your standard backpack, just something like that. As long as it can all fit into there, you'll be no trouble. When you're going on the bikes, either yourself or the easy driver did, you put it up on the back, they strap it all in, wrap it up, and it's fine. Just something else to add on to as well, the ponchos, so the plastic that covers you. The tour operators normally do provide that. They provide you with a top, trousers, and like shoe ones as well. So you'll be nice and dry, don't worry, if it does start raining. So lastly, on the 3rd day, you can actually upgrade to do the 4-day trip if you want to continue and have a longer experience. Me personally, 3 days was enough. I mean, it's quite demanding on the back of them bikes. I know I wasn't even driving, but it can get a little bit, especially on your bum. It does, you do start to feel it. So 3 days is perfect for me, but some people decide to, it's each other person, but at least you've got that option to. You don't need to pay up front for the 4 days, just pay up for free. Then if you want to extend, just extend it. That's my advice, definitely do that. In conclusion, make sure you do it. It's just one of the best things I've ever done in my life. It's awesome. It's not just the people that you meet, it's the views, it's around every corner. It just gets better and better and better at every turn. It's a gift that doesn't stop giving. So I've left a link in the description below for my highlights of the Ha Giang Loop. I would highly recommend checking that out, so it gives you a good idea of what you're going to see when you get up to the weather and the road conditions. So I've just started doing this, I'm pretty new to YouTube, so if you could like the video and subscribe, that would be absolutely brilliant, so I'll continue doing content like this. Once again, thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it, and enjoy the Ha Giang Loop.